Hey guys, Stealth here. Welcome back to Steel Division. Today I'm testing out the Axis armor deck. This is the German armor deck, and mine is armored, or mine is focused mainly around starting out in, let's say, infantry pushes, and then going with armor later on. So my A phase in this game is very infantry heavy. You can see I have a lot of cards in Panzer Grenadiers. And then I want to start pushing with tanks later, because I don't have that many right now. But phases B and C are going to be far more interesting with the Panzer D and the Panzer G. Those tanks are really bloody dangerous, as I have noticed when I was playing the US Armor Division. Now, some of you asked why don't you double or quad stack your infantry units? That's because you can't. This game simply does not have quad stacking or double stacking. So there's no way that you can combine your infantry in that sense. Anyways, the units that I'm going to start out with is mostly infantry, to make sure I can get to these positions, set up a bit of a front line. I know that the infantry isn't that good, but they do allow me to get at least a bit of vision and a bit of control over this side of the map. And actually I think that this road might be slightly more beneficial for a quick push. So when I have my infantry there, when I have my tank set up somewhere on this end, there's unfortunately nothing on the right that I can capture. And yes, there is this town, which could get pretty heavily fought over. Fortunately, I have that boy over on my right flank. Towards the left, we have Pseudo. So this is going to be my area of operations. You can see the front line is right between red and blue, of course. And yes, if you want to, you can turn this off. So make sure that it's not clouding your vision like that. Anyways, one infantry group there. I want to have a reconnaissance group with those. That's a command group. I want to have a reconnaissance with those. I want to have a reconnaissance here. And I want to have a command unit this side. And then, well, I don't really expect airstrikes yet. The groups that we're up against are 3 British 15th Infantry. Which does mean that they can pose airstrike threats, but I don't really expect them to do that just yet. Or at least I'm rather hoping that they don't. Alright, let's give these guys orders up front. A couple of them going over here, a couple of them moving towards this position. And let's go do it. 3 seconds left. A couple of points in reserve. Not that much that I can spend it on at the moment, really. Now, as you have been able to see, and this is something I do find a bit weird, the Germans have the Firefly. There it is. The Germans, from what I know, captured the Firefly, but apparently they also captured a Cromwell. And that is something else that you have for the Germans in the game. These things are set up as an infantry support weapon. So they're not that good at dealing with enemy tanks, but they can deal with infantry rather well. I'm going to push my infantry in there. I'm going to push my command unit over there. My Firefly goes here. And unfortunately, units such as, well, basically any kind of tank is atrocious at moving through woods, if they can do so at all. So something like that is something you really have to learn to work around. It is, or at least it has been, pretty damn tricky for me so far. Let's see, the AT gun, I want you to set up here. We have a scout, and they have some infantry coming in. Time to get out. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? We got infantry, we got a command carrier, and something is taking aim at Dat Boy's forces. So we need to do something about that right quick. Let's offload the scout infantry. Speetrup. Firefly, this is your moment to shine, because we're looking at a Churchill. Let's see, this was one of those fire support vehicles. Offload the recon troop. Back you go. Alright, from over here, you will not be able to see him. But the Firefly has its work cut out. There we go. It already killed off the Challenger. Sorry, the what's that again? The Churchill. Target's down. Let's keep pushing. We can make it to this tree line. That would make a far better position for my tank to push from. Looks like we're not alone though. That's the command unit. Vickers destroyed. Time to bring in another tank, a cheap one, just as a support unit. And I want to have one AA gun to make sure that if an enemy aircraft comes in, I could at least damage it. And with that, hopefully deter it from coming back all too soon. Spade troop, keep moving. God, these things are so slow. That's something I'm really gonna have to get used to. Let's get another infantry group in here, but this time around the anti-tank group. The Panzer's too expensive. That's unfortunate. Oh, hello reconnaissance infantry. Gotta kill those. Oh, it's a Bren group. They're not dead. They're still there. Now we are pushing. You can see that red is definitely getting more terrain than blue. But blue has a pretty far angle on this left flank here. That's something I'm going to have to keep in check. Because they just keep pushing. And that could cost us quite a few points. Considering that this is more or less lined up to my angle, I'm just going to keep going. Firefly, move up. Grenadiers, move up. Target spotted. Don't get too close. Oh, you guys are close. That's the reconnaissance infantry. Don't keep these guys in. Unfortunately, infantry, such as the Bren group here, is atrocious at dealing with vehicles. They simply can't do it. They don't have any way of countering your forces. So, as long as I can keep these guys at bay, I should be fine. Because they don't have an anti-tank weapon. Okay, I lost a spade troop. Oh, that was my scouter. Oh, Jesus. They knocked out my Firefly. So they got a pretty hefty gun there. Wait, one. I need you to link up here so we can take out that infantry group together. Before they make it to the village there, preferably. Look at this, we're at 54% of map control. Ah, damn it. Pseudo, don't drop. It would be a bad time. Good line of sight over there. Set up. Vehicle detected. What class is that? Class that makes life for my infantry very difficult. Oh, it's just a unif carrier. Come on, bit closer. Bit. Yep, a couple more meters. And I'll get you. Let's see, where's my tank? There. This is Command Panzer. And here's my AA gun. Can the AT gun do anything yet? No line of sight, no armaments. We got a Lloyd carrier. Oh, a Churchill's coming in. We need to be able to side shot that thing before it gets too close. Come on. Aim. Penetration of 41% chance. Go get him. Go get him. Come on. Missed. This thing is starting to have ammo issues. And these guys are starting to have suppression issues. And a lot of it. Pseudo, come on. Bad time. Couple of bounces on the Churchill. 58% penetration. Hit. Did it bounce again? Not sure, but the guy's definitely shaken. He does not like his position anymore. Now, I need this Command Panzer to come in quickly, because all of these support units are getting quite annoying. And I still have 4.5 minutes to hold on to before I'm actually able to do anything else with my tanks. So let's get the AT gun involved. Let's get those guys to move on and suppress the enemy transports there that are suppressing my infantry. That should keep him at bay. Oh, he's inside the town. That's going to make it more difficult to hold off to. Panzerschreck. AA gun in position. They got a lot of guys here. Come on. Your accuracy is pretty good for a gun. 5 points. I'll deal with that. Go get the MMG carrier. Missed. Get this gun back slightly. Don't get too aggressive. You seem to be pushing on the left flank. Oh, and look at that. We already have 55% of the map at this stage. I believe I had another vehicle there. Where was it? Yeah, that's it. If we can get to these buildings, or these would be even better. That would make a nice dent in their front line. Enemy air contact over on the right flank, Typhoon class. Now I do have aircraft, I just don't want to invest in any aircraft at the moment, and I don't have any aircraft in Phase A anyway, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't field any. Keep going. I need you to keep heading towards this position to get a bit of cover between you and that transport, because I'd rather not risk it. Artie's no good at the moment. His position's okay. Oh crap, they got a lot of forces in that town. Not gonna do that. Cromwell, you might be able to do something about that. Come on, survive. I also want to have something else, something like this. I believe it's a 20 mil that it's carrying. Yeah, 20mm gun. Unit of carriers falling back. What kind of a gun do you have? 37mm gun. 5 AP, and it's suppressing the transport. Keep going though. I need my infantry to get a bit of support. Because at the moment it doesn't have anything to answer to that Churchill that we still have parked over there. So if the Panzers are getting close, I might be able to finally use infantry in an anti-tank role. Talking of which, I have too many anti-tank guns at the same position here. Alright, line of sight's perfect for you. Now so far my tactic seems to be working. My overarching plan of having a couple of infantry units take point and then coming up with tanks in Phase B. So for now I'm going to save up all the points that I have, making sure that those points can be spent later on when I need them to. When I need the tanks to be bought. Oh, they're making a push. Here's my AA gun suppressing the Vickers, and the Bren group is being suppressed from the other end. Cromwell's immediately taking aim at whatever they got, and their frontline push is crumbling. They're falling back. Good man. There's the Dingo, now being suppressed by my AT guns. Keep going, keep going. Cromwell, move up. They can't fire, but I don't need them to fire at the moment. I just need to deter these guys from pushing. And where possible, destroy them. Oh! They're bringing the big guns. The AVREs have arrived. Bounce. I need you to get a bit closer, friend. Because at the moment, I'm afraid that all of my actions are just going to bounce off harmlessly. Oh, crew knocked out. Not everything's gonna bounce off. And we are in Phase B. Time to get a Panther. A Panther D should be able to take out most, if not all, enemy vehicles that I can expect here. Look at these guys. Full on the run. Vickers destroyed. Once these guys have been thoroughly suppressed, I might be able to push up with my own infantry here. The AVRE has decided not to pursue this movement anymore. Let's see, your range is a 250 meter range on the heat. So you're getting close. I might be able to use that. Yep. See, with the Line of sight indicator. Shit. I won't be able to get there. At. Oh, okay, they're dead. AA gun. This thing is not really designed to take on a church fan. It might be able to, but that would be more luck than anything else. Oh, driver wounded. Oh, he's getting stressed. They're shaken. Pounding their side armor. For some reason, he does not seem to be interested in turning around. The Panzer Grenadiers are in heavy contact here. I need these guys to get suppressed, and I need a resupply vehicle, because these guys seem to be bouncing through their ammo pretty quickly. I'm gonna get another recon, correction infantry group in here. Panzer Grenadier, and I want a machine gun. Where's my tank? Here's my tank. Panther D. Accuracy on the gun, 5 points. 45 AP rounds, 35 HE rounds. And this should be enough to keep the AVRE at bay. Penetration chance, 91%. Thank you very much. Oh, these guys are fantastic. I'd fall in love with this tank right now. Shooter knocked out. Problem is that I am dealing with an airborne deck. The airborne deck could start to bring in more and more air support, which would be a problem for my tank. So let's bring in a Flak 36. Here we go, there's a Typhoon. I need to be able to keep either my tanks safe or make sure that the aircraft gets shot down. Preferably both. Oh, you're now suppressing the guys on the right flank. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see, answer this guy. Let's see. About 26 minutes. He was asking how long my game's gonna last. Okay. Can we take a... No, we don't have a line of sight to the AT gun. Panzer Grenadiers hold. There we go, Vickers. And an AT gun. 6-pounder. Does the 6-pounder have enough punch to go through my armor? Not at maximum range, it doesn't. That's good news. Give me another support units. Damn it, I don't have that many support units. That's something I need to work on this deck. Fall back a bit. I'm gonna stay before the tank. On. So here's the Blitz resupplier. So he's going to be able to resupply the Panther, and especially that thing. Get the rifles out of the way. Ferocious fire going in on these guys. Panther is now fully in panic mode. Let's go with Adventure. I need you to offload your AA gun there. They're falling back. Let's go get this town. So let's mark it moving in. To let this guy know that this is my intent. I want to get that attack. I want to get that position. I keep bouncing off of this thing. Panther, I'm going to need you to do something about that AVRE before it gets close. Now would be a good a time as any. This is my machine gun. Machine guns have pretty good range. 600 meter range. Which indicates that it can do far better than most infantry units can. That's the 6-pounder. I almost keep calling it a 1/4-pounder, but that's something else altogether. Let's get another tank. Because I think that my tanks are better than theirs. But they keep bringing better AT guns. Range. That's my AA gun dead. What does this have? 17 AP versus my 12 armor. Yeah, that's not good. bring out Wesp, but it's going to take a while before it gets there. Push up. Drop off. Make your way to the buildings. That's the only position of safety at the moment. And I want to do something about this gun. Firing AG. Close enough. Unfortunately not quite. The problem is that this gun can and will go through my Panther. And this Panther is getting very bloody worried about it too. Okay, we have the structure. Now it's my time to start pushing here. Looks like he has a Panther T, close support, so we're going to need a bit more infantry. Like a machine gunner. And maybe some supports. Flam Panzer's not the best option at the moment. I would love to have more of these 20mm guns. Basically autocannon carriers. And what I also need is a bit more reconnaissance. Somewhere... yeah, here's my spec troop. Just to get a bit further forward. Why can you not hit them? They're out of range. Okay. Did I lose my tank? Yeah. That's a dead tank right there. Maybe it's time to call in the Air Force. I do have a Focke-Wulf 190G1, which has a couple of 500kg bombs. But they seem to have the airspace pretty much locked down. So let's go with artillery instead. That might be a bit safer. Panzer IVs are firing. Sorry, the Panzer IV is firing and the Panther D in support. Up a bit. There we go, 6-pounder destroyed. Buildings are secure. Where is my machine gun? There it is, coming up. Deploy the machine gun right there, so they cannot push up anymore. Over on the left, I completely forgot to keep moving. Get me another reconnaissance infantry unit and some Panzer Grenadiers. Because I don't really know what's going on here. Oh look! An AA gun. Gotcha. There's another one. Looks like we're doing a good job spotting here. Panther D, move up. Panzer IV, move up slow. Because I do want to see where all those AT guns are. And this town would be another nice objective. I'm just not sure if I can get there. Hold. Gotta get that brain group out of the way. Pin down. There's the Churchill again. More or less side shot there. Need to put this gun over here. At this point it has a 2% chance of penetrating that tank. That's a bit low. Probably too low. Let's put a Panzer IV here instead. Offload the infantry. Recon infantry seems to... yeah, they're safe. Driver's knocked out. The Panzer... ooh, this is not good. Keep falling back. Keep falling back. Okay, machine guns in position. They will not be able to bring in any infantry at the moment. Push on my left seems to be going okay. Let's also bring in an AT gun. Not that I'm expecting this thing to be able to do a lot, but you never know what they might push forward. Damn, I lost my Panzer IV. That thing is a problem. So let's eradicate the problem. Hold. We still have issues with that thing. Can you get a shot? You can get a shot. Line up. That was close. But not a hit, and now you just took a massive hit. 41% chance. Missed. Come on. He hits you, you're dead. There we go. Panzer Grenadiers seem to have taken some damage as they were exiting their vehicle, which I believe was not... There we go. Exiting the vehicle, not really their choice. Now the question is, what can we do about this Churchill, short of waiting for the tank? I don't have that much in this air response tab. Not that much that I would like, anyway. And this guy keeps spotting me. So they might have reconnaissance infantry somewhere in these... What are these? Barracks of sorts? These guys are completely locked down. There's not that much that I can do about them. Alright, what should be my next objective? We are making a good headway on this end. So let's bring in the Panther G. Let's push right flank. Coordinate. I have the buildings here, I just don't have a lot of reconnaissance infantry. Panther D moving there. AA gun, AT gun. A couple of very wounded Panzer Grenadiers here. Let's go with one of these, the SPW 233. I believe that stands for Speewagen, so reconnaissance, basically reconnaissance car, if my German is any good. And let's coordinate this push. Try and get this Churchill out of the way. But I don't think he's going to get into range. Hold there. That should deter anyone pushing up along this field from coming too close. Now just note how slowly these tanks move. Their off-road speed is 23 kilometers per hour. So if you were ever expecting something along the lines of Wargame Red Dragon speed, I'm going to have to disappoint you, because that is just not what we have available. That's just not the type of speed that this game has. Take care of the AT gun. God, they have a lot of AT guns. And they are spotting my machine gun group. Good hit there. Assault Pioneers are good as dead. Oh, a Wolverine. Wolverine has 13 points of AP. Versus my 12 armor. That's not something I'm going to try out. They also have a Sherman 2 standing by there. Here's my recon vehicle. Hold your fire. Moving up. This, by the way, is the Vespa, and I also have the Hummel coming in for further fire support. These guys have a punch that lands 25 HE on target. These only have a punch of 14. But they can put up smoke, which is something that the Hummel just only has 4 rounds to do. So putting up smoke screens is not really going to be a good option here. It's not really going to be viable. Get the tank. Get the AA gun before it moves into cover. One shot. No, out of range. So instead, we're going to kill off, I think that was a Sherman, cooking off in the distance there. Looks like the Typhoons are not having a good day. The biggest issue that I have is all of those AA guns, or sorry, those AT guns. Those make it difficult for me to push up. So that's what I want my arty to focus on. Now I have plenty of tanks, I just need a bit more artillery to keep suppressing the guys that they have. There we go, this one's been completely pinned down. He's probably dead. Go for that one. And I want you to hit the Wolverine. Come on, a few more points. If we can clear out this bit of resistance, then yep, there's the shifting front line. Get the Wolverine. Crew killed. Good shooting. Do not go up against the Panther G without support. Especially if the Panther has friends. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Panthers over here. With potentially more on the way. He also has a Wespa, which is nice. No line of sight. Move up a bit. Panther D, move up a bit. Try to get the AA gun there, the Bofors. Good hit. One left. There's another aircraft. Tries to come in, gets too close, dead. This Panther's taking some damage. There's my artillery landing right on top of the Wolverine. Well, near enough, anyways. There's another Panzer coming in. Where is my arty? There it is. They destroyed, I think, a unit on my left. Oh, nice. Pseudo's pushing in. Good push. See if we can get him a bit of support. Looks like they are pushing in something that is immediately driving our front line back here. Where is my other tank? Did they knock out one of my tanks? Is that it? That might be it. Yeah, I think they knocked out one of the tanks, which is why my guys managed, or these guys managed to push forward. Did I miss something, or did another unit just vanish? Where's my tank? What the hell? There we go. So, let's see if I did any better this time around. Team scores. No, I didn't actually. I didn't do that well. I lost 1,000 points, or I killed 1,000 points, and I lost 1,900. So where did I lose this many guys? Probably somewhere at the end where I lost all of those tanks. I think that's where I went wrong. But I did like the pushing, and so long as you push in a conquest game, you win. So let's see, my losses. Especially later on in the game. Yeah, Panther D, Panther G, Panzer 4... all down to one 17-pounder gun. So Mary had a very good day. My attention at the last possible moments was a bit distracted. I wanted to push on the left, I wanted to have my artillery hammer on the right. I don't need to do that, I need to focus on one end entirely. So that's why I lost the Panther D, the G and the 4. I need to keep an eye on those. Another 17-pounder, Montgomery, took care of my Panzer 4s. So that's another big investment, because a Panzer 4, I believe, is somewhere in the range of 150. So that's 300 points right there, and this is another 480, let's say 560. Had I not lost those tanks, I would have probably done better. Now, I don't need to be fielding less tanks, because the tanks are doing an amazing job at keeping the enemy suppressed. I think that the problem that I had was not enough reconnaissance on the right. I didn't really see where the enemy return fire was coming from, so I didn't know what to go for. So that's a bit of a note to self. Bring more reconnaissance, because I don't really know what's going on the right flank. Anyway, we live and we learn. Let me know what your thoughts are on this game. Let me know what your thoughts are so far on this game versus the game that I showed you earlier with the US Armor Division, which is a completely different type of gameplay. You can see that the Germans seem to rely heavily on very advanced and very accurate, hard-hitting tanks, which are rather expensive. The Americans, much more on numbers. And numbers are there to just try and overwhelm the enemy, try to get side shots, try to engage over a larger flank, which of course is accurate, but is not always that easy to get done in a gameplay such as this. So that's something that I will have to practice on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what your thoughts are down below, and I'll see you soon for more gameplay from Steel Division.